The meaning of the movie. Author Orpheus for Reading for Minutes published 13.11. 2020 updated 13.11. 2020 The Perfect Nanny movie, released in 2019, in Russia in 2020, is a movie in the genre of thriller and drama. It is released in France and directed by Lucy Borlato. The movie was filmed on the motive of the book of the same name by Leila Slimani, which in 2016 became the most read in France. The book, in turn, is based on real events that took place in 2012. The plot of the movie. The plot centers on a family with 2 children who needed a nanny for their 3 children. The parents have been looking for a suitable candidate for this role for quite a long time, or the first minutes show 3 nannies who did not meet the employer's expectations. But the 4th nanny is named Louise. She is the one who becomes the perfect nanny that the parents dreamed of. Louise has no children of her own, she is not married, she does not work anywhere else, so she can almost entirely devote herself to raising the kids who loved her so much. However, from about the middle of the movie the viewer can see a little strange moments, primarily concerning the nanny. That her look is suspicious, that she does the wrong things. All this confuses and makes because of the interest in further events to stay to watch until the end and finally learn the denouement of the plot. It is worth paying tribute to the actress Karine Viard, who is just perfect in her role. About her character we know almost nothing. Neither about her past, nor about her personal life, nor about her family, nor about her activities after work. That makes a certain amount of sense, too. The nanny fed the kids expired food, chicken bones, which already speaks of an unhealthy psyche. She came to the house when both the children and the parents were still fast asleep, because she was so immersed in it. Feelings of loneliness drove the nanny into a total attachment to the children, which eventually became unhealthy and led to not the most positive consequences. Explanation of the meaning of the ending of the movie. The Perfect Nanny. The meaning of the ending of the movie is, first of all, that one should not shift and remove absolutely all responsibility from oneself to someone else. The influence of someone else, a stranger, can have a negative impact on the psyche and health of children. If it is to be picked up, it should be carefully monitored and carefully selected. The second thing that can be learned thanks to the movie is that, first of all, it is necessary to maintain good relations in the family. No one is surprised that Miriam, the mother of the children, went to work and did not watch the children, shifting the responsibility from herself to the nanny. The same can be said for Paul. He is a fickle man who is not particularly interested in family and child rearing. Conflicts in this state of affairs are simply inevitable. The third thing that should be emphasized as a conclusion: you need to understand lonely people, try to support them and cure them of mental illness, if necessary. Louise only decided to become a nanny because she had no children of her own and her husband had died long ago. She had been cast out from previous families. Of course, with such a situation, it is impossible not to feel sadness, and Louise had reached the point of mental illness. So she became strongly attached to her children, having a hard time getting through the days when she had a day off, tried to spend more time with them, but this love was sick and eventually brought to sad consequences. That is why one should not turn a blind eye to such serious but seemingly ordinary and unremarkable things. But unfortunately, such things happen every day. People go crazy, families quarrel, murders are investigated, but we do not notice it, thinking that as if it all happens in a completely different world. But you can never predict what will happen to you in a split second, much less a day or a month. It can happen to anyone, and no one is immune to it.